All right, everybody. It says we are live. I hope you're doing well. Let me get my headphones on, get some better audio in here. So, man, I don't realize how much like an old man I look like, which I am an old man, so kind of is what it is. But yeah, gray and the beard going. It is what it is. So, caught a cougar on the trail cam today, Monday morning, about 75 yards from the house. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen one up here. People go, no, you saw lynx. It was a cougar. Like I know the lynx have the hairy fur and stuff, so kind of is what it is. All right, if you've never seen one of my live streams, we just talk about your questions. You ask what you need to ask. Here I am dropping magazines on the floor. You ask what you want to ask, and you do what you want to do, and you get my opinion, and my opinion's worth exactly what you paid for it, which isn't much, unless you gave me a super chat, in which case my opinion is worth less than what you paid for it, more than more than likely. I know some of y'all like my opinions and stuff, so I appreciate it. We might do an after chat later on the vertical live chats, just to just to hang out some more. So make sure you go subscribe and all that jazz. We just talk about what you guys want to talk about and that kind of thing. Alaskan hunting. I did my first moose hunting this past weekend. Saw one big bodied moose, bigger than this thing's body, and no horns on it. Like, I mean, she had a ghetto booty, and we think it was actually a bull. Like, I got on 15 power in my scope, but I thought I could see like some little spikes right in here, or that would have been cut off right there. But there's just no way to prove it, so I still think it was a bull. So, is what it is. All that jazz. So, all right. Make sure you say hi in the side chat. I would love for y'all to say hi in the side chat and all that stuff, so I can shout out your channel and your stuff here. So, first here tonight was Hunter Kirk. It's good to see you, brother. Who caught a cougar on the trail cam. It's better than catching him in the bar. Somebody had to make the joke. I might as well do it, Sorry, but yeah, that's cool. Justin Perriman from North Carolina. How's it going? What's up, Kermudge in Alaska? Christopher Abernathy. Hello, Chris Heitzman, listening at work. There you go, brother. All right. Hopefully I will make your work day go by smoothly and easier with my soothing voice. Okay, I'll never do that again. Okay, thanks. Howdy, Chuck. Just bought a Ruger guide gun. What ammo do you recommend? What's up, Vero? What caliber? What caliber did you buy the Ruger guide gun in? Then we'll talk about, like, was it like a Ruger Marlin or Rugarlin, as I like to call them? Or was it like actually like the Ruger bolt action guide gun that they had, M77? So let me know what's up there. Cool. What is up, Daniel Ravenstar? It's good to see you. Again, Kermudgeon, Alaska. Hi from Wyoming. Jarrett Nash. No question, but I'm back in Georgia. I'm missing AK already. You live in an amazing state. Yep. There's a reason why I'm not going back to Georgia, Jarrett Nash. I grew up in Georgia. There's a reason why I'm not going back. There's a lot of reasons why I'm not going back, actually. What's up, Alaska One? Andy. David Posey, I got your email. Thanks, brother. I'm sorry I've been horrible. Let's see. Got Curmudgeon, Alaska. Observer 1. Going to try Barnes TSX this in 100 grain, 6.5 Grindle, and 120 grain, 7mm weight. All right. Well, we've got the late great. Well, it's not late. Reloading Weatherby here with us.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. Not. Yeah. I was late by like 5 minutes. I'm just kidding with you. So that's that. I'd have to say to Observer 1, just stick to the TTSX and make sure it's going as fast as you can. Hence why you do 120 grain and 7mm 08 with the TTSX bullet. That's why you do it. Yeah, and the 120 grains even do well in 7mm Rim Max, so you should be good there. What's up, Reloading Weatherby? Nice video this morning. Reloading Weatherby's like beating a dead horse on the 7mm PRC.
Hence why the thumbnail had a dead horse.
Yeah, and somebody beating it. Yeah, yeah, pretty cool. So get a lot of traction on that video. Did it get you a lot of views? It had 1,200 views when I was
yeah, it's at like 6,500 views right now.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
It's one of those. Oh boy, I might actually make my money back from
maybe.
what I spent. You know, it takes about 20,000 views for me to make money back on my video. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know if you've noticed the same thing, but to pay for the ammo, the gas out there, the targets, the meat targets,
yeah.
uh, to break even, 15 to 20,000 views. Just depends.
Those 195 grain burgers are not cheap.
No, no, they are
So,
not. All right, we got Betchel here. Jojo, hey there from Indiana. It's good to see you, Jojo. And I said, "Oh, we had somebody get a cougar on their trail cam," and I said it's better than getting a cougar in the bar. Um, I actually had a principal of another school try to cougar me in a bar here in Alaska before I got married.
oh,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I ditched her with my friends.
for the
Said I
record,
had to.
my wife is older than me, so she's a cougar.
There you go. All right,
Only by a year.
that's not really a cougar. That's like
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah, call her that anyway. Accuracy first. What's up, accuracy first? Good evening. Okay, so Alvera got it in 375 Ruger. I recommend the 250 grain GMX. Um, I've shot it. It's going to penetrate. It's going to do whatever you need it to do. Um, if you're looking for factory ammo, if you're hand loading, I'd switch over to Barnes. But I haven't seen on the shelves in Alaska any 375 Ruger made by Barnes. So, but I have seen the Hornady GMX or CX bullet probably now because they replaced all the GMX with the CX. So that's that. Send him. Did you get my email? I did not. I did not get your email. That doesn't mean it wasn't sent. I'll double check right now. I mean, I'll double check right now if you want me to. Let's see, Washington. Would it come from something with your screen name in it? Washington Reloader. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything with that name in it, but try sending it again. Alaskan Ballistics at Gmail. See what we got. Let's see. The TAC TX have been great for me in the Grendel. Yeah, that's what the 115 grain like. I have a box of them to hand load somewhere. That's what the 115 grain TAC TX has been. It's made for the 6.5 Grendel. That's the one you want for the 6.5 Grendel. It's a much lighter constructed bullet. It's going to expand at the lower velocities of 300 blackout and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to rip apart at 308, 300 Win Mag, 330-06, but it's made for the lower velocities, the TAC TX. It's made to actually be a police bullet, is what it is, for 300 blackout, 6.5 Grendel, and even, I don't know, they have 5.56, but yeah. They have a 115, they have a 30 caliber, both in 110 and 120. So, yeah, you can still click on the link in the description, Daniel Ravenstar. I still have it. There's a link in the description. How's the primer situation in Alaska, and what is the cost per brick? It's around $70 to $100 depending on where you go. Probably 110 if you find large rifle magnums. I have a whole brick of large rifle magnums. I could probably sell them for $110. So
I bet you could get more. I paid 140.
yeah, you're right. I mean, it depends on how patient I am, sure. But the one thing that is up here, so many the percentage of people who reload to shoot is much higher up here than it is in the lower 48.
And I need to
Everybody,
come to Alaska.
yeah. So I just yeah, is what it is. Bullets for Bucks is agreeing with us. 20,000 views if it's monetized fully will break you even on a video. So guys, all of you that only watch my live streams, you're hurting me. So no, I'm just kidding. You're actually helping because the live stream is monetized, or at least it said it was. Now it may not be monetized tomorrow. So, but yeah, I have several of you that only watch the live streams, which is fine. I mean, you do what you do, but you got to make money on a video. It's got to get 20 to 25,000 views to break even, or you know it also depends on how long the video are, how many ads you put in it. I've noticed that the video will grow faster the more ads you put in it. And I hate to say it that way, but it's kind of the way they do it. So
YouTube wants to make money too.
yeah, and I don't blame them. That's making money is a good thing. Do you have Dylan Precision reloading? Nope, I don't have anything Dylan Precision.
I don't either.
Are terminal scent components available up there? Didn't you ask Federal about this when they're going to make the terminal scent more available? Was that you?
They want to, but obviously priority is factory ammo, and it's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I actually have a box of 270 136 grain.
36.
Yeah, to load up. So I think that's fine. Like I would do that. So
you can get them. It's hard to get.
Yeah, and those were seconds in a midway packed box.
Okay.
I was like, I need to weigh them and do a short video weighing them, see if the seconds make any difference. I will say that in general, Federal terminal ascent is gonna be a pretty accurate load in their factory loads. Like it shoots well in my 270, it shoots well in my 7 mag. It doesn't shoot well in my 300 mag, but nothing shoots well in my 300 Magnum. And right now, some things shoot better than others, but nothing shoots what I like, 3/4 or less. And so I'm probably getting rid of that one for various other reasons too. But so nothing shoots well in the 300 Magnum, and they didn't shoot well in my 308. It was also a day where I'd already shot a lot of 308. The barrel was hot, different bullets, different coating on the bullets. I might go out there another day and put a better trigger in my 308. It might have been me that day. It was still 40 degrees, that kind of thing, which is warm enough for a sweatshirt only, but kind of is what it is. Actually, first I'll be trying 120 grain TTSX and 7mm 8 also. I love the 120 grain TTSX. I got a video comparing the TTSX and the Fort Scott TideWe in 7mm 08. Yeah, TTSX is the way to go. So 7mm PRC is
No,
junk.
it's not.
No, it's not junk. It's just it's trying to take advantage of the high BC craze when powder is shortage. Like the only thing they were gonna ever get the managed speeds with, or the advertised speeds with, was the Reloader 26. Like if you look up 6.5 PRC in the reloading manuals, the 6.5 PRC, excuse me there, the 6.5 PRC is so much more velocity with Reloader 26. So I used Magnum, and I could get the 127 grain LRX up to it was 3150 with Magnum powder. 3150, 3250, something 3150 out of a 24-inch barrel. But Reloader 26 is supposed to get it to close to 3300. Like it's 100 to 150 feet per second faster in the 6.5 PRC. So you take a similar casing. It's not the same, but it's a similar casing. And what do you expect is going to be the best powder out of it? Reloader 26. And with there being a crisis where you can't get Alliant powders, especially the ones you want, like 17, 26, 22. I've been lucky. I've collected, 7 pounds of 22 over the last year. So it is what it is. So it's not junk. It's really, really poor timing. I thought the 6.8 Western was poor timing. Holy crap, this is poor timing. All right, what do you think? What do you think, Austin?
I think it's a good cartridge. A bit overhyped, and I thought Hornady it wasn't the smartest thing to develop a cartridge based off Reloader 26.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's disappointed because they're using Stable HD or H1000 and getting 150 feet per second slower.
Yep.
So
which means you shouldn't it just shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, it's a fine cartridge. It's a great idea, and I would much rather have a non-belted, high BC bullet, non-belted Magnum. It's a great idea, but I mean, you can't base it off of one powder. That's the only powder you're getting that velocity with. Just is what it is. I'm eyeing a 28 nozzler Cooper rifle proof barrel for 3,200. Yeah, I'd jump all over that if I had money. All right. If every one of my live streams got 25,000 views, then maybe we'd be all right. So,
Uh,
yeah, is what it is. Oh, been running Reloader 15. It is a bolt action, so I've been loading hotter than I would a gas gun. There you go. I I actually load my gas guns pretty hot, so I hadn't had any issues. So, I mean, bolt guns have 2 or 3 recoil lugs. Gas guns got like 8. They're just smaller. It just is what it is. The bolt head on an AR-15 or an AR-10. So yeah, one package per person on the large rifle primers. Yeah, and they had large rifle magnums too. But oh well. Like I don't need any, so it's like I got plenty. I gave you 3 packs, so just gave them to you. So um, I don't have enough to do that for everybody in the audience. Don't ask. All right, so
dang it.
I couldn't get them to you if I tried. Like you can't take them on an airplane. So
Time to boat to lower 48.
All right. 22 and a 12.5 gas gun. Cool. What's up, David Martin from South Dakota? CFE will get you more velocity. There we go. Talking about the loading their 6.5 Grindle, I think. It's CZ 457 American 22 Magnum, 24.8-inch barrel, a good choice for a 22 Magnum rifle. I would say that the answer is yes, it's a great gun. I just don't see the need for the length of that barrel. Like you you're hitting the numbers the box says at 22 inches. If it's a good barrel with a good heavy rifling and a good twist rate, you'll hit those numbers at um, 20 inches, maybe even 18, because there's not that much powder in a 22 Magnum. So it'll all burn in 18 inches, 20 inches with a good primer flash. And that just depends on how well the casing is made for that rimfire cartridge. And so, having said all that, yes, it's a good gun, and if that's the one you want, get it. But I wouldn't see why you would go over a 20-inch barrel personally, especially if you want to put a suppressor on it, which those things should be threaded. So, and you should go ahead and get suppressors. Like, speaking of which, I got a suppressor in jail right now. So, uh, I don't know if anybody wants to guess which suppressor I went with, but I got a suppressor in the jail right now. It's waiting. We'll see. All right. You got an opinion about this question, Austin?
No, I'm not informed enough about the 22 mag.
Yeah. Um, the other thing I've noticed is my rifle is old, and I get an extreme spread of over 100 feet with any type of ammo I use. I'm just wondering if that's because the rifle is old. The rifle's so old. The lady that sold it to me said her husband used to use it as a deer rifle in Wyoming. So that was a poacher's rifle. So yeah, yeah. So I like that. Powder recommendations for 130 grain TTSX in 7mm 08. I didn't know they had a 130 grain in 7mm 08.
Maybe meant 120. I bet he
Maybe
meant
120.
120.
TAC BLC2. BLC2's gotten me really good accuracy. I have a horrible old Ruger American Gen 1 that I bought before for my kid, and it's a compact 18-inch. Before he was even born, I bought it for the kid. Didn't even know it was a he. Bought it for the kid, and it is it's sitting in the safe right here next to me. I just glass bedded it and free floated the barrel, so we'll see if that helps the accuracy, especially with that short barrel. It's not too thin. It should really help the accuracy a lot. Because it had one of those old Ruger American stocks that was like touching the barrel, and you could just flimsy it, So yeah, I've had good luck with BLC2. Benchmark would be pretty good. Probably not going to get you the velocity. Um, so I load to where the loading manual says 3100. I know I'm going to get 2920 out of that. 7mm just overboard enough that you really need the barrel length to get the good velocities. Whereas 308, you can get pretty decent velocities in an 8-inch barrel, but not in 7mm 08. I would also look at the tack powder, ram shot tack. That has been extremely accurate for me in 308 and has been awesome on velocity in 308 for the 130 grain TTSX as well as the 150 grain TTSX. So yeah, we're getting 3150 out of 18-inch barrel in a 130 grain TTSX in 308 with tack. So you should be able to find that first. Any powder recommendations there, Austin?
Yeah, I'm not sure the powder I'm saying will get you the velocity that you mentioned with all those bulk powders, but I think Varget H4350, IMR 4350, maybe even IMR 4064 would all be really good options.
Yeah, 4064 is a good option. I've noticed 4064 tends to recoil a lot more. So
Hmm.
just depends on what you're doing there. Let me look at somewhere in here. I've got the 7mm 08 Remington Barnes manual, right like that, pulled right up on your phone. Love the Barnes. 120 grain. I see Varget BLC2 Reloader 15. I did not have great accuracy with Power Pro 2000 MR. Another viewer has. One of my Patreon members has. Yeah, so I don't see tack in there. So if tack's not in there, you know, sorry about that. CFE 223 would be a good one. Varget, all the ones you mentioned. Yeah. So looks like 4895 is in there and 4064 and Reloader 15. Found 6 boxes of 270 136 grain Federal TL, which was the same as the terminal scent, but I'm guessing the precursor. Yep. Yeah, they appeared to be the same. It was. Yep. TLR or yeah, that was it. 3 boxes of terminal scent, 30 cal, 175 grain at my local hardware store, but they are 120 a box. Yeah, I'm not paying that. Nope, that's why they're still there. Now, Molten Savage, is that bullets for reloading or is that loaded ammo? So, per 50. Okay, so it's for reloading. There you go. Yeah. I think you're muted, Austin.
That's over $2 a bullet.
Yeah, not paying that. Is the 300 Weatherby mag with a 180 grain bullet a good choice for hunting Alaska brown bear? I'll let you answer this, Austin, since that is your baby.
Well, you're the one that's actually hunted brown bear.
That's true. So,
I mean, I'm sure it could easily do it. You're pushing them 3,250 to 3,300 feet per second. I always like a little added insurance. I'd probably go 200 grain and bigger. What do you think?
yeah, if your bullet can handle it, I would go 200 grain AccuBond or something like that for 300 Weatherby. Yeah. You don't want a bullet that's going to break apart. So, if it's a 180 grain Hornady SST, no, it's a terrible bullet. Because you're going to hit that flesh, even the tough flesh of hide of a grizzly bear. You're going to hit that. The bullet's going to expand, shatter apart, and not make it to the vitals. And then you're going to have a pissed off bear that's ready to eat your butt. So I would much rather have an AccuBond or a TTSX. Those kinds of bullets. All right.
Yeah.
Even the LRX would be a little light for brown bear, in my opinion. Like I've seen a lot more petals rip off of it.
What
A
about
lot
like
of speed.
190 grain or a 200 grain LRX?
Yeah, they have that 208 grain LRX. That should be good. When are you going to do a video on the 208 grain LRX? Yeah, that's what you
It
should
won't
do.
stabilize.
It won't stabilize, not even at your altitude, huh?
No.
So
That's
elevation. I should say
specifically
elevation.
meant for 300 PRC.
Yeah, it is. 7mm Rim Mag has a larger case capacity than 7mm PRC, as shown on Reloading Weatherby's video this morning. So go check out Austin's video this morning if you haven't checked it out already. You are making poor choices with your life.
On average, I think you're going to have about 5 more grain capacity in a 7 Rem Mag versus a 7 PRC.
Yep. Yep.
I have, Jarrett. It was very disappointing. I would not recommend Stable HD.
There you go.
It was slow and not very accurate.
I mean, to type 120 TTS powder figures. Yeah. Okay, cool. We already answered the question though, so good. Let's see. Yes, you did. I got put to good use. Yep. about what I could the other day when in town. There you go. Accuracy first. Observer 1, I will be loading for the first time. Barnes load data shows CFE 223 will work. Look up the Barnes load data for some ideas if you haven't seen it. Yeah, the Barnes load data, it's free online. You can download it all. Now, they have actually more if you actually pay for their book and stuff. They actually have more data in it, I've been told. I haven't actually done it. I don't know. But yeah, I would, yeah, definitely go look up Barnes. You can go Barnes load data. You can put it into Google and it'll take you right to the PDF that you download. So, and that way Google knows exactly what you've been researching. No big deal. All right. So, there's that. Looks like Alaska Ballistics is in a rut. You know it, baby. Is it fitting perfectly on my head right here?
Yeah.
So looks like it's perfectly on my head. I'm leaning back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever get Big Timber in? He's fun.
Yeah, I sent him a link. Send him a
Okay.
link.
Oh, let me see what I can do. Hold on. I'm probably going to leave real quick so I can forward it to him.
Okay. No, I sent him the link already. So, good evening, Chuck. I hit the like button, folks. There you go. What's up? What is up, Hotep? Hello, Big Timber Lounge. I have never used a Vitavori powder. Never. So Anthony, Underwood, if you're talking about the Extreme Hunter, the Extreme Defender, and the Extreme Penetrator, those are made by Lehigh Defense. So those are Lehigh Defense bullets. So back to the dark side here with reloading Weatherby. Those are made with Lehigh Defense bullets. If you're talking their hollow points, some of those are Spirit Gold Dot, and some of those are Hornady XTP. And I think the 135 grain and 10 millimeter is Nosler sporting handgun or whatever. So, yes, almost. Underwood doesn't make their own bullet. They don't make their own bullet for anything. So, kind of is what it is. I have never used Vitavori powders. Have you, Austin?
I am using them right now, and they are awesome.
Cool.
I got the 3,000 feet per second with the 195 grain with Vitavori.
Nice. Is Austin outside? I don't know.
Nope.
I can get Terminal Ascent for my 30-06 for $46 a box, which means you pay $2.30 per loaded ammo, not $2 a bullet. There you go. There you go. Let's see. I missed Curmudgeon's earlier comment. I see 3 Bears limited it to 1 package per person on the large rifle primers. Yeah, okay. That was that. He did something about, he was trying to look for a brownie now. Had a sow pass by last week, but she had a cub. There you go. SST is a terrible bullet for anything other than paper. Yes.
Are you going to try to go brown bear hunting anytime soon? Near future?
I brown bear hunt once a week, man.
I thought you were black bear hunting, or is that brown?
It's whatever shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have both permits. Actually, technically, where I live, brown bear doesn't open up until September 1st. So there's that. This past weekend, I was up in Tok where I got my moose last year, and I was telling the people that came in, we saw a moose, and she had an ass on her that was bigger than this thing. I mean, she was a ghetto booty, man. I'm telling you, the front muscles weren't quite as developed. And we were sitting there going, this has to be a bull, and there's no antlers. And we finally got my 7 Rim Mag scope, the Leupold scope, up to 15 power, and I could see that I think there's some nubs that were broken off right here, and that that bull was trans, and they were transitioning from bull to cow. It's just, what can I say? It was LBGQ crap. So it's like he didn't want to get shot for hunting season, so decided.
Well, there goes your monetization.
Yeah. Video's not monetized now, baby. It just is what it is. So Yeah, there you go. That's not
Nice
bad.
deal.
What's overkill for a Kodiak brown bear? Anything you shoot that would also kill yourself, like a RPG.
uh,
Something you can't carry, like a 50 caliber, a 50 BMG. Yeah, something you physically can't carry through the woods.
get on here, Big Timber. Stop hiding.
He's eating dinner with the family.
That's not a good excuse. It's 8
Oh,
o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Why are you eating at 8 o'clock?
I've done that a lot.
It's not good for your health.
Emmanuel Clausen, thoughts on Terminal Ascent 175 grain and 308? I have done a video on it. It's awesome. Go check out the video. I think you'll like it. So just if you look up Federal Terminal Ascent 308 175 grain, put in my name, Alaskan Ballistics, it'll pop up. Let's see if I can just, I'll get you a link right here.
Are you using your AR-10 for bear hunting?
No, I've been using my 7 mag.
Okay.
For black bear hunting, 7 mag is my moose hunting gun this year. My black bear gun has been that 480 Ruger that Daniel Ravenstar in the comments has lent me until I quote kill a animal with it. So I got to kill an animal with it before I send it back. So he's the Patreon member that lent it to me. I'm sorry if I exposed that, Daniel. My bad. I'm sorry. But yeah. So I've been hunting with that little 480 Rossi. 480 Ruger Rossi. I've been hunting with that because it's in such a compact area. I've been watching where I had my game trail camera, and it's in just the thick woods. I can see 15 yards in front of me, and I literally sit down by this fallen tree that I step over, and I hunker down by it, and I'm just hoping one comes by, but they come at all different times of the day, and I actually have to go up there and check that. But every time I want to go up there and check the camera, it rains or it's pouring or, you know, my kids are home and I got to do something. It's just what it is. Barnes just added 7 PRC data. I have 2 boxes of 168 grain LRX, so I guess I'll break into my last 1.5 pounds of Reloader 6. Gonna be sad. 26 is gone. So Jarrett Nash,
Cherish it.
what I think you should do is find another powder like Vita Vori comes pretty close to Reloader 26. Isn't that 570 or N570 you're using?
N570 beats Reloader 26. That's my little secret.
Oh, N570. So what I think you should do is get some N570, Jarrett, from Vita Vori. Try that, and if it works good, give the Reloader 26 to me.
There is a caveat, though. N570 doesn't work with every single cartridge like Reloader 26 seems to work with. There are some cartridges it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
So I'd mess around with Gordon's reloading tool to see what kind of velocities you can get. It's real fun to use and it's free.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out too. I've never checked that out. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm gonna get. Excuse me here for a second. I was getting this Emmanuel Clausen. Here is the link for you to go watch that video on the 308. It's at the bottom there. So, but yeah, it's good round. I would definitely use it if it were accurate in my gun. So let's go on a trip for Mexican Silver Grizz. Is that a euphemism for anything in particular? I'm just wondering.
Watch out, Big Timber says some crazy things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to Mexico for any reason. I like my life. Anyway, I have to move Alaska and get me a brown bear. Our brown bear reopened August 10th here in 13. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll be hunting 13 this weekend. So, yeah, that's true. Sometimes they'll grow an antler and not really fully form. So there's definitely that happens a lot. They say it's like even in white-tailed deer, it happens more often than you think it does. Like 1 in every 10,000 does will have a fully developed set of antlers. They're not as big as a bull's, but they'll have a fully developed set of antlers or something like that. But yeah, that does happen. So it could have been a doe or a cow moose. If it was, she was pregnant because she had the body of a bull. She looked like a freaking brown VW van stuck in the pond down there. I mean, that's how big she was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. I
You
have
shot
not.
yourself?
I don't know the story. Yeah. Did Chook just?
Either have
Is
I.
that the one? Is that the one Chook just did a video on? If I decide to move to Alaska, how hard will it be to get 2 shipping containers full of crap up there? Like actual shipping containers, like that go on a cargo ship that are then placed on a flatbed trailer for a tractor truck to go by, or like 2 small shipping containers that are the size of like the truck bed or something, or 2 smaller. Uh, my thing is call the Alaskan Ferry and ask, and don't carry any guns that would be illegal in Washington right now, because they're trying to get people on the way to Alaska. So I would fly your guns up and what ammo you can so that you have some, and then I would definitely everything else, primers, powder, everything else you would ship up on the ferry. Go back and ride with your vehicle on the ferry.
Now, could you technically take a U-Haul up to Alaska? You could
Sure.
technically drive it, right?
I mean, sure. I mean, you're crossing international boundaries, though.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Canada's going to throw a fit. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately. Say that reloader 26 and try some Vita Vori in 565, 568, 570, H1000 and Retumbo for that Barnes 168 and
Yep.
PS7 PRC. Yep, absolutely.
Retumbo also is very similar to Reloader 26 and N570.
Cool. I'm
For
glad.
velocity.
I'm glad I got 1 pound of it left. I traded 1 pound away. I've never used it. So this past 2 weeks, seems bear attacks are up. Seen a lot of new stories from a few months back. There you go. Well, I mean, they're always up at the end of the salmon run. They're always like the end of the salmon run. They don't have anything else to eat, so they'll turn and eat you. So there you go.
I just got N560 for my 340 Weatherby because it has about the same burn rate as IMR 7828 SSC. So I'm looking for something to replace that.
Cool. Here I am sitting with like 1 pound and 8/10 of a pound of 1.8 pounds of 7828 SSC. Can't get it there. All right, look who's showing up. All right, it's a party now. We've
Howdy,
got
boys.
Hello.
yeah, we got Montana Musings up. If you haven't subscribed to Montana Musings, go help him save the 6.8 Western, and go help his lost cause, and just help out his channel, everybody. So go do that.
Yeah.
So I have a question
working.
for you. I have a question for you. Are you going to get a new 6.8 Western?
Yes, I'm getting the X-Bolt 2 suppressor ready with the 20-inch barrel. Since I got that AB suppressor, I figured I'd better go that route. So,
Okay.
and I just ordered my eyes, and I'm gonna be reloading for it. So
Good. I really like GRT. It's really good for something to start at, because a lot of times the powder that you want to use is not in a reloading book, like a lot of the Vita Vori powders.
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Vita Vori has 7 PRC data on their site too, so check it out.
They do.
Yeah. And you probably looked a lot at that, didn't you, Austin?
Yeah. But Vita Vori doesn't have 340 Weatherby data, so I use GRT for that.
Okay. All right. If you're still on in 20 minutes, I'll jump on and talk about how reloading Weatherby ruined my channel. Well, I mean, He's not
He
doing
likes to lie.
945 Industries the whole time. So, I mean, did he do a video on 945 Industries and spoil your fun? Is that what happened? All right. So
I've asked him to send me one so I can do a spoof of it.
yeah. Yeah, that's a great series of shorts though. Hey, why you need your gun to go there?
Right.
So, that's a great series of shorts. Like, I'm jealous I haven't thought of anything that good. What do you think of the 460 Roland? Needs a W in there. Rowland. Sorry, Bill. I'm a grammar Nazi. For some reason online, I'm a grammar Nazi. Like, I'm writing myself. I'm not a grammar Nazi, but I judge other people's grammars, not my own. Anyway, what do you think of the 460 Roland for bear defense? Absolutely great if it runs in your gun. Like, so a lot of handguns, you'll get the kit, you'll put everything in. It's a genuine Roland kit, and it just doesn't run. 1911s are famous for that. Glock 21s usually run, but it's so much more pressure that eventually you crack the frame. The best gun for it is the Springfield XDM. The Springfield XDM 45 is the best gun for it. So, either of you two have experience with 460 Roland? So I got a couple. I've got Bill B. I've got a couple of videos on my channel. I've got a hard cast video, and I've got an Extreme Defenders like 120 grain 460 Roland with, I think it was going 1960s or something like that. It was crazy fast for a handgun. So
Yeah, those are great videos for that thing. Yeah.
yeah, it must have. Yeah, must be. I look at them once a week too. Jarrett Nash VV N570 widely available online. Yep. Go to Natchez and look it up for me. Check with Pure Precision there. Give me the exact spelling of your email. Got a killer idea for a combination YouTube channel for the both of you guys. Yep. Let's see. I'll type it in the bottom of the chat here. Only problem is I'm struggling to make time for my own YouTube channel right now. Yeah, scary bear attacks, real shipping containers. At that point, you're going to probably have to call the barge system. That there's a barge that runs from what is it, Bellingham, Washington, all the way up here.
So
Nash,
I got a question for you. I got a question for you guys. Do your channels have better videos if it's like a fail type video or something like that? Does it seem to draw more attention?
Yes.
No, depends.
Not really. Yeah. I don't know. This last video on having to send this Winchester back, I had like 3,000 views in one day, and I never had that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if YouTube is taking the blinders off and letting the horse run, or what's going on. But that was kind of weird. But I'll take it.
Yeah. And that's the first time I've ever heard that farmyard analogy, taking the blinders off and letting the horse run. I get it. I get it. I've seen them blinders before, but you like that's so. Thank you for making my night. Thank you. That was great.
I used to race horses when I was younger.
It makes sense. I mean, why does news always have tragic events?
Yeah, it's always bad
instead
news.
of covering the fun, good stuff. It doesn't get views.
Right.
Yeah. I'll say like my last fail video was the Taurus TH10. All right, the 10 millimeter. Of course, it's a Taurus. Of course, it's gonna fail. It jumped up to 8 to 10,000 views pretty quick, and then died at 12. So.
Oh yeah.
So like it might be at 13 now, but it like stopped growing at 12,000, and because people it grew because people were defending the gun because they bought a POS and they want to defend it,
Right.
But then it it just it was just not the best. Yeah, it's hit 13,000 views finally, so 13.3 thousand. It's only getting 40 views for 48 hours right now. So that's my last fail video. But yeah, it jumped up pretty quick because everybody wanted to see my review on it, and I'm like, cool, like it jumped up. You know, it's one of those videos I got to give Chook credit for, Chook's Outdoor Adventures, because he let me borrow the gun, and so like that's
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
Because
it's
you'd never owned one, right?
no, I have never owned a Taurus. I will never own a Taurus. I've worked in indoor ranges in Atlanta, or an indoor range in Atlanta, and I've seen them fail, 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 fail. Well, they come with a Taurus 85 4-inch barrel 38 special, and they come the security companies around there that ran all the security for the buildings in Atlanta would have to qualify their guys, and 12 of those guns would be bad, right?
Sweet.
88.
That's
I don't want something that works 88% of the time. You know, you wouldn't jump out of
Yeah.
an airplane with a parachute that works 88% of the time.
Right. That's
You
right.
wouldn't do it. You know, you wouldn't jump on a space shuttle with engines that with rockets that don't explode 88% of the time. They don't explode, but that other 12%, you know. So like that's just the way I've seen it. You know, it's yeah, it's bad. Somebody just tried it. There was some for stock at my local store, Hotep. I don't know anything about it.
I've been hearing good things about it, but I'm skeptical because I'm not a big fan of ball powder. But that's just me.
Yeah. May have to let some trusted people store some of my ARs. So there you go. Yeah. Well, if you fly what guns you can, and um, then you take your other trip. All right. So yeah, you get up here, fly all your guns up here, get established, find an apartment, find a place to rent, something like that, and then do that. Find your job first. Don't move up here without a job. I mean, that's just dumb. So, Retembo and H1000 Rock and 7mm rim mag and PRC. H1000 has been produced by some of the best ES SD numbers I've ever seen across in all of my sevens with 175 grain bullets. There you go. Just came from your Chris Vector 10mm review. I have not actually had a Chris Vector 10mm review. I did a 45. I did a Chris Vector 45 review, or just some shots from it. It was a very old bad video. I'm sorry you had to watch that, Byron. You chose to. Sorry that it popped up on your feed. But yeah, yeah, not a huge fan of the Chris Vector. It just seems to be like it's only meant to feed ball rounds or other pointed rounds like critical duty. It just doesn't seem to be meant to feed a bunch of things. You ever shot a Chris Vector, Steve? Austin?
No, I got a friend who has one, and I didn't shoot it myself, but I watched him operate it, and it's cool, but it just doesn't seem very practical to me. But I don't know.
So here's why it was
Maybe I'm too old.
So the main mechanism for operating the gun goes up and down like this around a corner, versus going straight back, causing the barrel to rise. It goes down, causing the barrel to only rise a little bit. And so the whole idea is, if in a full auto sub gun, is that you can actually hold the rounds on target without going, you know. So
Right.
like you could actually hold them on target, keep them center mass, which you can train yourself to do with a full auto sub gun anyway. So I think it was a lot of expensive for not a lot of press. And the other thing about it is they did not have a good reputation when they first came out. That's why there's a Gen 2 and that kind of thing. I think they're cool looking, but the whole point of it was to be, more controllable on full auto. And the truth is,
Right.
it's more about your muzzle brake, and it's more about the weight of the gun than it is the action, the way the action works. Because while that helps some, it doesn't help as good as much as a good muzzle brake. So, all right, Washington Reloader, you should ask Montana Musings here. Hey, Jarrett Nash, I've got a 6.8 Western that I'm going to do videos on. Where should I start? You should start with Barnes LRX. That'd be awesome to see. None of that Hornady EL crap, ELDN, you know.
I just picked up some the 165 ABLRs to start out with mine, but
Nice.
I was the Larry Potterfield's website. I don't know if you can mention websites, but they have them in stock. The LRX is 155 grain. So yeah.
Yeah.
I featured the 155 LRX on my channel, and it shot pretty well.
Yeah, I saw that.
All the loads we tried were sub MOA. The velocities were a little slow, but that was with H4831 SC. So we weren't expecting
H41
seat of your pants velocity. So
H4831 SC gives you decent velocities in the ballpark of that caliber. Like it'll give you a 180 grain 300 Win Mag around 3000, 3050, 165 grain around 3200, 150 grain around 3300, but it's not going to give you just these amazing velocities, because I reloader 17, I can take that 150 grain and get 3460, so
yeah, I know some guys that do some reloading, like Rogue Sub and Hunter. He's in Montana, and he's done a lot of load development, and he uses that. He likes that 4831 SC because he's running a short barrel too, and he's had really good accuracy with that stuff. So.
Yeah, that was the most accurate powder for my 300 Win Mag, is the H40. In fact, North Fork even recommended it for me. If you hadn't seen North Fork bullets, I don't know if I can say where or how to get them, but good stuff. Very good bullets.
Yeah.
I thought so anyway. I was gonna hunt with them this year. They weren't. The gun is not as accurate as I'd like. It's a gun problem.
Just so you know, where I got those, they are factory overruns. They're not factory blemished or anything like that. So they should be good bullets, and they're really pretty cheap. So if you might want to check that out.
Yeah. All right. H414 is not a bad powder for 308. There you go. Fishermen send up containers each year, but likely not cheap. Rent a U-Haul and ship your guns. Yeah. But hey, the problem, Mike, is what about his powder and his primers? You have to go on the ferry for that. Like, your only choice is it's in your personal vehicle on the ferry. And the ferry goes didn't the ferry go in the summer go all the way to Whittier? Yeah. Oh, somebody's got a little squirrel doggy. All right, let's see. Hey, Montana Musing. I think YouTube views go up when YouTubers take action on a poor shooting rifle like you did, instead of trying to continue to work with it like I have.
Right on, buddy.
Yeah.
I know how to fix your 300 Win Mag. You know that, right?
Yeah, send it back and get something else.
No. Load up some hammer bullets.
We'll see. Right now it can't. The last time I shot, it didn't get tighter than 3 inches. But that's because I'd already free floated it, and that barrel's too thin. It needs some support. So
that sounds like mine. That's exactly what mine was doing. It was terrible.
Weatherby, or
no, it was Winchester.
No, that Winchester that I had. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 3-inch groups all the time. My best group was 1.5 inches, and that was with the suppressor on the 170 ballistic tips.
Damn, I wouldn't even shot that rifle through the suppressor. 3-inch groups, you never know when you're going to get a baffle strike. That's brave.
I'm hoping it's
ballsy,
going straight enough that far.
That's ballsy. And you were getting a Browning, just switch out that trigger with its M&A 1.5 rounds and enjoy. I will never buy another Browning, but I say that I'm actually, I was tempted to buy a Browning the same day I bought my Weatherby, and only because it was like $400 cheaper and it had a thicker barrel, and it wasn't too heavy for that Courtney didn't want to hunt with it, because I was gonna buy another Bergara HMR 300 Win Mag, and I was like, hell, my 6.5 Creedmoor is one of the most consistently accurate rifle I own. I get 1/2-inch groups with 8 different types of ammo, hand loaded and factory, and 8 total, and about 3 factory and 3 factory and 5 hand loads or something like that I've got half-inch group or less. So I was going to get another Bergara, but Courtney picked it up and is like, I will never hunt with that. I'm like, even off a 4-wheeler, even if it's on my back, whatever. She's like, nope, I will never hunt with that. I'm like, yeah, I probably never would either. So, because it's heavy and I wanted something lightweight. And now that I had something lightweight, I'm like, I want heavy barrel again. It's just like I'm going in a cycle, I'd like to have a lightweight gun. So there's something to be said for that medium tapered profile, medium barrel, decent stock, mid-weight gun. That
Yep.
there's a reason why that is the hunting rifle, has been the hunting rifle for years, because
I would
it's got
rather,
enough
yeah.
mass. It's got enough mass to get a good barrel, like my 6.5 284, or like my my 7mm Remax heavy as crap, but it doesn't have a heavy barrel. It has a heavy stock. My Remington 700, like stuff like that. And just I might get just a Bergara B14. See if I can get one with a 24 or 26-inch barrel, and see if I can get one. I'll have to look and see what they have. I really want a 26-inch barrel for 300 Magnum. I just think, especially for the body armor penetrations, I think it's a lot better. So
Yeah, I wouldn't like anything over 8.5 pounds, but I like them right around there. And that's that's not heavy and it's not light. It's
before the scope, 8.5 pounds before the scope. Because my 300 Win Mag, my Weatherby Vanguard First
most
Light,
of them like the
it's 8.5 pounds
has a
with
what?
the scope. My Weatherby
Yeah.
Vanguard First Light is 8.5 pounds with the scope and the bipod and fully loaded. So it's 8.5 pound with 3
Yeah,
rounds
that's starting
of
out pretty
ammo.
light then.
Yeah, it's starting out below 6, I think. And I have decent rings on it, so they're not light. So I think they're actually Vortex rings I have on there. All right, got a good question for you, Austin. Which Vita Vori powder did you say was a good sub for 7828 SSC?
N560. It's really close and basically like the burn rate.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
How much will it cost to ship my guns each? I could sell some, but I hate to. I don't know. I mean, you got to ask a shipping company. I know if you ship them FFL to FFL, you're going to be paying $135 each. So something like that, anyway. Grandpa Cutter claims to be step table technology. I'll consider it giving it a run. Yeah, I will too. My Taurus 66 failed, and after 9 months, they sent me a different gun. Got a 4th Encore on trade. Well, your Taurus has failed. Big freaking surprise there. Love you, Big E, but it is what it is. My Taurus 605 was defective, and after 6 months, they sent it back with a mismatched finished cylinder. I said I authorized it, but I did not know that it was until option until I opened the box. Well, it probably looks better. Does it work? Yeah. Carlisle Transport, Tacoma, Washington. There you go. Texas Western would likely do well with reloader 17, 19, 22, H1000 Retumbo, N560, 565, 568, 570, depending on the bullet weight. There you go. What's up, Anonymous? Run sometimes from Southeast to Whittier, but not always. They have issues with getting crew. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I know a few people that took the ferry up here just so they could have all the primers and powders and ammo. Why do they put thin barrels on high recoil rifles like 300 Win Mag? It's like they don't know that it'll have accuracy issues. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and why did my dumbass buy $1,000 gun with a thin barrel on it? It doesn't recoil bad at all, though. Like the muzzle brake is effective. Like Austin was saying, his 300 Weatherby is a pleasure to shoot with that muzzle brake, and my 300 Win Mag is a pleasure to shoot. I have glass bedded it. I haven't had a chance to go out and shoot it since I glass bedded it. My Remington 700 long range 300 Win Mag was a 3-inch gun on a good group. I had the Action Trude and a Criterion 300 Win Mag match 28 bull installed. First 5 shots with gold metal Mac was sub 3/4 inch. That's not bad. I have not. I will try. I will try. Actually, if it doesn't work with the glass bedding, it's gone. Like I'm telling you right now, if it doesn't sell with the glass bedding, it's gone. So
Yeah, I was thinking about trying that deresonator on mine too, but I just said to heck with it. I'm gonna go a different route.
guns should be accurate internally, not added on.
Yep.
Yep, that's good. 2-inch groups easy at 200 yards. That's not bad. Which level body armor? Are we talking level 4 plate or something in that range? There is not anything you can readily buy that will penetrate a level 4 plate, Anonymous. I use the 300 Win Mag because of both of its speed and the bullet weights are heavy. I have some M80A1 steel tip projectiles that, if you go back and watch the videos, it's called Insane Speed on the. Just look up 300 Win Mag versus Bowtech plate. It's getting insane speeds. That 130 grain was getting about the same as Austin's 300 Weatherby 130 grain, if I remember what he told me correctly. Is Austin here to defend himself?
I am here.
Okay, you're here. Okay,
Yeah.
what was your 130 grain getting in your 300 Weatherby?
3760.
Cool. So I was getting 3782 in my 300 Win Mag with the M80A1 ball 130 grain. So that
Now,
was
to
insane.
defend my 300 Weatherby, I was not using a powder for the fastest velocities.
No. I'm assuming if you used Reloader 17 or something like that, you would have gotten.
I was using IMR 4064.
Oh yeah. You were not. And you
I
still
was
got
just
over
messing
37.
around with a powder I had.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you could in 300 Weatherby, what would be the maximum velocity you think you could get? Because you have a 26-inch barrel plus the muzzle brake too, correct?
Yeah, probably mid 3800.
Mid 3800. So that's not real much faster than mine. Mine was going 3782. So is what it is. Yeah. And I also have the 22-250 with to send the 22 caliber bursts. I'll tell you what though, if I had to look back on it, I would have done a 22 Creedmoor. I would much rather have a 22 Creedmoor than a 22-250 because if you look at Buffman Range's videos, he's got an 18 or 19-inch barrel. It's shorter than 20. He's got an 18 or 19-inch barrel, 22 Creedmoor, and he is getting the 62 grain bullets. The M855A1 steel tip projectiles. He's getting them in the mid 35s, 3570. And honestly, the best I can really do with them before pressure problems really creep up is about 3630. And I have a 26-inch barrel. So it's like, I'd much rather have a 22 Creedmoor. If I had a 22 Creedmoor with a 24-inch barrel, it would beat the crap out of my 22-250. So absolutely love a Browning A-Bolt 270. Well, Jesus loves you anyway, David. Let's see.
Jeez.
All the horror stunning stories of Taurus gun makes me scared to get a Raging Hunter in 460. Me too, Hotep. Me too. Mash just likes people. Likes but people. Can you find H4350 or 4831? Yes. Yep. I have tried. H4831 SC, and that has been the best powder so far. What's up, AB? R-Dub, MM, save the 6-point Western, keep hope alive. Busta Base says, keep hope alive. Yep.
What's Big Timber saying? He said he's trying to get on.
Well, I sent him the link.
So did I.
All you gotta do is click on it. Are any new Seiko owners out there? No Sako Seikos there.
I wanted them. I hear they're good.
Yeah, me too. Former Sako in here, custom 591 and 308 with an Obermeyer barrel. There you go.
That sounds good. I don't know.
Can't decide between the 300 Win Mag 65 PRT. Hotep, make sure you're looking on my MeWe account. I've got a deal on both on those Sako S20s. I posted a deal on those. Make sure you're looking on my MeWe and Arms Directory account. So.
Are they made in? Go ahead. Are they made in the same factory as? Are they the same as Tika? Is it the same company or just
Yeah, well,
a
Tika's
different
owned by
division?
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tika's owned by them, different division. Doesn't the
Right.
same company own Beretta too? Doesn't Beretta own both Sako and or is it Benelli? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What gun companies does Beretta own?
Yeah, you could get over 5,000 feet per second.
Yeah. The parent company, Beretta Holding, also owns Beretta USA, Benelli, Franchi, Sako, Stoger, Tika, Uberti, and the Burris. This is, of course, according to Wikipedia, and the Burris Optics Company. There you go.
Wow.
I knew they owned a lot of those European companies. I did not know Uberti and Burris were there.
Yeah.
So, the first gun I ever shot was a Franchi, though. It was a Franchi, tube in the stock, tubular fed 22, jam-o-matic piece of crap. So,
Why do you always end up with the pieces of crap?
yeah, it takes one to know one, right? Anyway, Beretta owns Sako Tika. Yeah, Steiner as well. Oh, cool. Yep. Well, gentlemen, it's been about an hour and 6 minutes. I would like to see my kids when they get home. They're getting home a little late tonight. They're staying at grandma's while my wife works out. So I would like to, see them when they get home and that kind of thing. So tell us what you got coming up on the channel. I'm working on a 308 video and a 4570 video right now. So anyway, what does everybody got coming up on the channel? What you got? We'll go in order of least to most subscribers. Okay, so what you got, Steve?
Well, so far I've just been dealing with getting this new 6.8 Western, and it's down here. It's harvest time, so we've been busier than heck. So not a lot of time to do videos, but hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. Going this weekend to go see my new grandbaby in Missoula, so be tied up this weekend, but we'll get back at it here in another week or so. So
there you go. All right. Well, I guess that's me next. Yeah. So I got coming up, like I said, a 308 Win video, tack powder, 150 grain TTSX, and I've got a video coming up on the comparing the Henry X and the Marlin Dark. So
cool.
I'm going to go to the range soon to shoot the 7 Rem Mag with the 195 ELL. I'm also going to be shooting 30-06 and 340 Weatherby. There's going to be a bunch of videos on them. So,
yeah, nice. All right, guys. Godspeed and good hunting to all y'all.
Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, no problem. How about 338.06 load development for a winter project? Yeah, Mike, if you want to come over and let's talk about it, like once I get my reloading room reset up here. Yeah, because it's just boxes everywhere in front of me. Just got all this stuff. But yeah, I've got like powder stretching from here over half the room. Still powder on my shelves. So, all right, guys. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.